Hi. Good morning. Good morning. So, we're about to go into a bit of judgment. Yes. Um, so I'm really excited. It's been a while. Um, those of you who have watched me do this before know that when I start out, I normally go through the last, I'd say, page so we could get caught up. So, all right, let's see. Let's get caught up real quick because it's been crazy ride. Um, Let me see something. Okay, so first things first. A lot of this started from us trying to. So okay, here's my half-ass attempt at explaining what you missed if you have not been here the whole time. So, Yagami used to be on another case, apparently, where he helped this guy get off. I mean, basically, he did his job. However, the person ended up killing their partner, their spouse, or girlfriend, or whatever. And this was disgraceful to Yagami, that probably because in Japan, most criminal cases end in a 99% conviction rate or something like that. And so the problem is Yagami actually got that 1%, and then that 1% actually allegedly killed someone else. Okay? So this made him disgraced in the eyes of the public, the media. I don't know that his peers felt the same sentiment. I think it's just, it was just a bad situation. Years later, some time has passed, and Yagami decides to be a private investigator. The thing is, being a private investigator opens Yagami up to investigate things way more freely and not be limited by the side that he's being employed by. Meaning, his job as a private investigator is to get down to the bottom of the truth and operate purely off of facts. But your job as an attorney is to protect your client. That being said, even if you know they're guilty, your job is to protect your client. Even if you knew you were prosecuting an innocent person, your job is to do your job. And that being said, your job is not really to give justice, but to go based off of the facts that were given and turn them into you winning, basically. That being said, it makes very, very much sense that he would go into being a private investigator where he doesn't have to be bound by those fucked up rules. However, he still has to remain within the law to some extent, And so there's that. Now, so you've gotten caught up on that. Now, Hamura, sexy Captain Hamura. So Hamura, on the other hand, is this handsome man. When I say RGG know how to make him, baby. RGG know how to make him. So Captain Hamura is this handsome man who is evil as fuck, to be fair. Like, he is no bullshit. He was accused of gouging out someone's eyes and murdering them. Basically, they died from, I guess, their eyes being gouged out. Go figure. Who knew you couldn't? Who knew you couldn't gouge out both eyes and live? So he was accused of this. Thing is, it happened in a nightclub. The problem is, there was proof that Hamura was in a totally different place at the same time that the murder would have been happening or would have already happened. And we utilize that fact and also the prosecution's corruptness to basically help Hamura not be accused of it, as he was really somewhere else at the time when it all happened. However, even though he was somewhere else at the time, knows who did it. And if anything, it seemed like he set the person up, to have it done. So there's that. So now we're running into an issue where somebody tried to have Hamura killed. Hamura's trying to kill us. Somebody's trying to kill him. Shit is going down. Whole shebang. Now you're caught up. That's my half-assed attempt. So here we are. We're going to watch this page and then we're going to go in. Let's do the shit.
As Yagami chases the mole, the Matsugani family's net tightens. A year ago, Kaito was expelled from the family, and its power structure changed entirely. But the whole thing was a setup. In Kamurocho, men are pulled into the criminal underworld's currents. But those that refuse to submit to its tides will always struggle.
So, Higashi, tell me, you have a good reason you aren't doing what I asked?
No, I don't, boss.
You sure could use one with talk still hanging around. It's time to start doing your damn job!
Notate the tracksuit he's wearing. It looks similar to what he's wearing, and he looks similar to Hamura, technically, if you're looking at him from a certain angle, right? A certain angle. This is how we know that this was meant for Hamura. Pay attention.
Kinda kills the whole room, you know? Huh? Yeah. He's always in such a bad mood.
See, Hamura knows he's a target. And I believe he's not the only one who should be worried about himself. Do you get the picture?
Huh?
Keep your eyes open. I'm telling you this as a friend. Otherwise, you do you. I'm gonna do the right thing.
Are we friends, though?
Don't talk down to me! You might as well let this mole shit go. Think this is some kind of Yakuza pissing contest, do ya? Come on. The mole is way bigger than you know.
What do you mean? You know something. I can see it in your eyes. Hamura trusts you.
In those snaky, lizardy
Now tell me the damn
eyes.
truth. What about stopping the mole? You willing to take responsibility for another murder?
Don't talk like I owe you. Attorney-client privilege. Not like you'd remember it. Go back to school.
Shitani!
Well, that's
I didn't know
no
he
good.
got that disrespectful. I
I
ain't gonna
thought
lie.
you said that you respected that guy, Yagami.
Man! Hey, that's Yagami. Okay, we're almost caught up. We almost caught up. See, we gotta do this last page, because it's important, because we need to know what we're going into, because it's easy to get a little lost. It's easy to get a little lost. And if you don't know already, from the previous episodes when we played, obviously Hamura had something to do with the money being stolen, the 10 million or however much it was that got Kaito kicked out to begin with. So that's if you didn't already know from where we were before. This is why Hamura plays such a huge role in all of this.
All right, I gotta go.
Already? You're a busy boy.
Yeah. Kaito-san? Huh?
Yagami and Kaito, yes? What an honor. Tokyo Police. The name's Kuroiwa.
Kuroiwa.
The one who almost put Hamura behind bars, before you two pulled him out of my grasp.
Huh. So what?
I've become a department punchline now. I have you to thank.
You're very welcome.
And I see you're here too, Ayabe.
Oh, Kuroiwa-san. Nice nights. It's great to see you.
Yeah. I cut out of work to grab a few drinks. You doing the same, Ayabe?
Nah, old me? I don't play hooky.
Well, we should be on our way.
Hey, let me ask before you go. The Okubo case. You let that murderer get off scot-free. After which he burned his poor girlfriend to death. And yet, here we are with another murderer roaming the streets of this city. I wonder who the next victim will be. You consider that, Yagami-sensei.
I ain't gonna lie, he kind of hit us below the belt on that one. He did. Okay, here we go.
There he is. Right where I expected.
Yeah, not so sure it's that simple, though. Take another look. Murase's alone.
Your point being?
Hands up.
Oh, shit.
You know, that Matsugane guy died at our hands. Always knew we'd get some Tojo clan boys sent over here. So, you see, we've been expecting guests this whole time. Yagami-san.
Ideas, Kaito-san?
You're the ideas guy, aren't you?
Damn it.
If you two clowns really were Tojo clan, we'd have gouged your eyes out by now. Town's sure noisy, huh? No one will care about, say, a couple of gunshots up here. Whose bright idea was this?
This guy.
Huh, is that really how it's gonna be, Kaito-san?
And just who are you?
Good question, Kaito-san. Satoshi Shioya's the name.
The Kyori clan's captain, huh? Higashi mentioned him.
Hey, get some cuffs on these fools. I've got some burning hot questions to ask them. You ready? I think we're gonna have a little fun. You think I'm messing around? Take him out now! No! Shoot him! Shit!
You? Why?
Is this really the time?
Fair enough.
Come on, let's move!
That's enough. Come on, let's roll.
Yeah. No reason to stay here.
We owe you one. You should come with us. Coming?
Sure. May as well.
Wait. Just like that?
Hold up. I'm not letting you assholes get away that easily. Yakuza don't fuck around. You three are gone.
Well, shit. You're not half as ugly as I figured you were.
What can I say?
Not a good idea?
Well, not like I'll get very far with it on, you know?
Okay, let's go.
I haven't been able to reach Shintani-sensei. It keeps going to voicemail. He hasn't picked up since he left the office after talking to you.
Mm-hmm. And?
Didn't you say the Kyori clan was after him?
Yeah, he'll be fine. I just wanted to give him a scare.
Okay, still. Could you try him for me? Sometimes he ignores my calls. Maybe he'll pick up for you.
Are you sure we're talking about the same guy? But I might as well. Can't hurt to try.
Hi, Shintani here.
Hey, Shintani-sensei, it's Tak. Where are you?
You've reached the voicemail box of the one and only Masamichi Shintani, Genda Law Office's finest attorney.
Shintani.
Leave your legal troubles after the beep.
Alright, so we're all caught up. Let's do it. We're here. So yeah, a lot happened. It's been chaotic.
The Tojo clan is struck by Kyorei clan gunfire.
Yep.
Kamurocho's disarray only spreads wider. On the surface, the diagram resembles a Yakuza turf war. But in the shadows are glimpses of a construction firm and political influence. And in Yagami's own shadow, the mole's sharp claws claim yet another victim.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean he's dead? Didn't you just say everything would be okay?
Stay calm, Sari-san. I'm just as shocked as you. But I think the mole is responsible.
Have you contacted the police?
No, not yet.
You should do that right away then.
Do you think you could make the call, Sari-san?
What?
I need time to check things out before the cops show up and take over. Please.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks.
My goodness. Oh, how the tables have turned. Still, I gotta find out who did this to my boy.
Suspicious.
We may not have been close, but this shit ain't gonna fly. Okay, so let's do this. A bullet hole, okay. But look at his eyes, dude. Damn, that's weird. This is his boy. I wonder,
What the? Hey. Suspicious.
where? Let me see. There it is. I'm like, damn, I gotta get this from a different angle. I wonder if there's anything I could be missing. Oh, we get extra points for... Let's just make sure we look at everything. God damn, what have y'all been doing in this place? Oh my god, they murdered him in front of my poor cats. How could they? Oh, they're witnesses now. Okay, let's see. His call history should tell me everything I need to know. Let's find out. Does it? Wait, where did we just get those from? Okay. Most of them to Kenda. Shintani called it just a few hours before his death. We can write the number down, right? Or, shit.
received a call from the Genda Law office.
You got here fast, Detective Kuroiwa.
Shintani, huh?
Yeah.
His name has been coming up a lot lately. He's the reason Hamura walked, after all. Perhaps you couldn't stand his newfound fame so you often.
Oh, what?
I heard you two weren't exactly on good terms.
Do you greet everyone by accusing them of murder? Guess that's just how cops like you operate.
Forensics will be here soon. We will need you present as a resident of the property. After that, we'll need some time to investigate.
How long?
You'll have to find somewhere else to stay tonight at the very least.
I don't have money for that.
Yet you can afford bribing a cop. Fire-based sources aren't even that reliable.
Damn,
Don't know what you mean.
About that?
Oh, I'm sure you do.
Nope, we don't know what you mean.
Yeah, sorry. I had to wait around for the cops to get here. Is Genda-sensei still at the office?
Yes. He wants to talk to you about Shintani.
I'm
As
sure
do
he
I.
does.
Hoshino, too.
Okay, I'll head over now. See you soon.
Oh my lord. This is kind of wild. This whole situation is just... God. Let's see, Club Sega. Okay. That's what I don't get, right? I don't get why we can see these on the map but not interact with them. Like, is there something I'm missing here? Or... You know what? I know what we will do. We will call down upon Google, and it will tell us what we need to know. Google, I summon thee. Tell us, can we go to Konban wife, Judgment? Oh my god, why does it say on Judgment Day? What the fuck? No, like... It doesn't really look like it. Huh. Yeah, it doesn't... No, guys, it doesn't look like it. It's just, I don't know, it just fucking shows up, I guess. Ooh. Oh. Shit. That's far. Let's see. Let's go... Ooh. Let's go pick up this. Let's go pick that up. Oh shit. Those up there look like trouble. They got that members only look going on and shit. Y'all with the shit, huh? Y'all got the whole members only thing going on. Do you think they're trouble? Yeah, fuck, I knew. Hey. Oh shit. Well, hello. Yes, we should hear her out. Yagami. Jesus.
I've seen a vision. No one defies their fate.
I wouldn't go that fucking far. Like, I don't know. A calamity, though? Is it really a calamity for someone to drive past on a moped or whatever the fuck that was, and like, you get water on you? Is that really a disaster, though? Yeah, show us something else, goddammit. Here we go.
Nah.
ちょっと
Huh?
Oh, well, shit. Uh-oh.
Unbelievable.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, I mean, that's what I think.
Hmm?
That is a good point. What can we do? I guess you could see it that way.
Hmm?
damn. Oh, Yagami. My boy, he says, I know my worth. You got me fucked up. Oh my god, Yagami, 15,000. Oh. Oh. Wow, I mean, the fact that she's willing to pay 15,000 yen to
I am Amane.
help this guy, I mean, who's prone to disasters, so she says, it's pretty interesting.
It's me.
Yagami-san.
Alright, let's get it, babies. Let's try to figure this shit out. Black objects. What the fuck? Wait. Pink Street. Okay. No way, we don't have time for this shit. Oh, okay. Oh, you guys know what this is. No. What a waste, he says. Okay, wait. Let's check our skills. Well, we only got 5,000. God. This man got so many moves. Like, can you really buy all of these and they all work at the same time? Oh. Oh, we might have to look for that. I wonder, that's so not specific enough. Use your camera to capture a 2D code. What do you mean, brother? Okay, we'll just save our points. Fuck it. Okay, wait. Okay. Is there something that helps us get more... Ooh. Less likely to falter? Like, get stunned? Type shit? Which fight style do I normally be in? Okay, I'm in Tiger style, so that might work. Right? Like, I think I want that. Well, that would be really helpful, I think. Somewhere in the city? Brother. Okay. Fuck it. Let's get to it. Is this pink? Alright, we're in Pink Street. Sir, I don't know you. Well, where is he? Says he went down Pink Street, right? Oh, I gotta meet. Oh, okay. Let's get to it then. Gotta find Meguro. Gotcha. Oh wow, they really do have a lot of guys that look like him out right now.
Uh-huh. Hey.
Oh, shit. Okay, okay. Brown hair, glasses, medium build, blue jacket, gray suit. Oh man. Brown hair. They both got brown hair. That guy's skinnier. This guy's...
What the?
That looks like him. Shaky as fuck. Lonely. That's him. Oh. No, we gotta do... I know what we gotta do. We gotta stalk this man. Fuck. Here we go. Stalking is my middle name. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit, 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 shit. Okay, big boy, okay. Cool it. Well, at least we know which one he is. Excuse me? Oh my god. Wow, I see what they did right there. It's somebody that looked just like him next to him. Oh my god, no, not this again. He's freaking out over the black clothes. She really fucked him up with this. A black oh my god. Oh god. She did him so dirty. Oh my god, what the fuck? What is he doing? How do you get down? Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my fucking god, what is this man on right now? Oh, this is hard. Is he... Bro, no way is he chasing me. Bro, what the fuck? Okay. Don't you turn your ass around. Don't you fucking dare. And he does, bro. And he does. I knew he was right there. Oh my god, is that a black car? It is. Fuck. So pretty much if this man seen Johnny Cash, he would pretty much have a full-on fucking panic attack, right? This guy is so finicky. Like, goddamn. He's gonna turn his fat ass around, bro. Nobody's here. Why are you turning around every few steps? My mans, you deserve something bad to happen if you're gonna just stand in the middle of the fucking street. There gotta be somewhere I'm supposed to be going. Okay, I figured. I was like, it's no way. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Huh? Nah.
What the fuck?
Nah.
Bro, no. Tits would not be broken. Has he been saying anything? Okay. What the fuck? Okay, I know he wouldn't have went that way. Oh my god, what the fuck?
What
I don't know where
wrong?
he went. I don't know. I looked down the street with the black car and I was like, no way did he go that way.
Huh? Nah. Nah.
Bro. I didn't notice what he was saying. Oh my. I figured, because I was like, I don't know if he's going to go to a mahjong parlor and all that. A sauna. I figured if I was stressed, I'd want to fucking drink. Wait, what? Wait, stop confusing me. Dude, where the fuck
What
did
did I do
he
wrong?
go? Where did he? If I'm standing right there, where did he go? What did he double back toward me? I didn't think he would be back the way I was. Okay, let me lock the fuck in. Okay, he wants to drink. See, yeah, I went that way and around the fucking corner. Am I missing something? He's right there. No way. Oh my god, he's right there. Oh shit. Oh my fucking god, dude. This is brutal. Dude, it's this fucking countdown. I'm gonna literally. Oh! Can you imagine if you was fucking with somebody and, like, when they get tired of you, this music plays? God, that would really suck.
Yeah.
What? You want him to pay $2,000 for a drink, or am I fucking this up?
Hmm?
Huh? ちょっといい加減にしてくれ。あ？
This again?
So, in good fashion, is there a bike? No? It's kind of hot.
Huh? Nah.
Out of the way!
And stay
down. They were bike curious. Where there's a bike, there's a way. I don't know, I have a thing for the bikes in this game. Don't know why.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, I don't know about these bars over here.
Hmm?
Wait, y'all don't think he's trying to, like, pull that shit that they just pulled on that guy, huh? I guess.
Nah. I'm on it.
Ara. Nani yo?
なんだと?
Why does this feel like an episode of, what's it called? Kitchen Nightmares. When you just walk into some shit and you're like, I thought this was just about the food. And next thing you know, you're like the divorce counselor and shit. Ugh.
No. Ah.
Hi.
Yep. Huh?
Excuse me?
Hey.
What the fuck? This is the same scam. This bitch.
Huh?
Here we go with this shit.
Huh?
Come on, Yagami. Let's fuck him up. What the fuck? Service fee my dick. What are you talking about?
Huh? Huh?
Excuse me, ma'am. You can bury that shit deep inside your asshole and it will make me no, never mind. You will not see 100,000 of my hard-earned yen. Fuck yourself. Kill yourself.
Huh?
Have she lost her fucking mind? Does she know who she's dealing with here? She can do that all she wants. I don't give a fuck. If that's the case, she would have had slice marks all over her ass by now, because I can't be the only guy to be like, nah, you know, kill yourself. Fuck. Yes, sure, go ahead. Wait, that 1%, guys. It's the 1% shit she's doing. Remember, the conviction rate is fucking like 98% or some shit. I'm not paying her. By the power invested in me, if this game gives me the option, I'm not paying this bitch. She's gonna have to stab herself. Don't pay, fuck you. Stab yourself. Yep. No! No! Yagami, no! Come on. Yagami! No. fuck? Oh, I can't. Oh, I can't. I fucking can't. Oh. Oh, I would just knock those dentures out this bitch's fucking face. No fucking way, man. Not 100,000 yen. Like, oh my gosh. She's... There's gotta be something.
What the?
Okay, so the service fee is 40,000 yen. And then there's a pouring fee of 50,000 yen. Are you fucking crazy? When we sell everything at 2,000 yen a drink, we have to make the money somehow. Why?
Huh?
What the fuck? Motherfucker, all people do is come to a bar to complain. Don't give me that shit. Oh. Okay, okay. There's gotta be something. Something. Right.
Hey.
Oh.
Hey.
We looked at the receipt. Did I hear 2 cats? It's gotta be
suspicious. Excuse me. Huh?
What? What are we looking for? Oh.
Huh?
Oh? Yagami, you could have said yeah, and we could have we could figure something out. I mean, no, not like that. We weren't gonna use our pipe. We were gonna I don't fucking know. Wait till the bitch get naked, tie her ass up, and then run out the room. I don't. Look, I'm not made of ideas here. I'm not made like that. Okay, what am I looking for? What am I looking for? I mean, what happens if we just run out of here? It doesn't really look to me like... we looked at that. We looked at that. He looked over by her. What am I missing? What am I missing? What am I missing? Something I'm missing. But what? What am I missing? It's always something fucking small, man. I'm trying to like... Oh, hold on. I felt it. Hold on. Where is it? It was over here. Wait. Is it... Come on, where is it? Something that's a sweet spot over here. What is it? Wait, her wedding band. Is she not wearing a wedding band? Hold on, it's something like... What is it? There? I see her left, yeah.
What the? Ah.
Okay, she normally has a band on. Yeah. I see that. Okay, let's do it. Wait, what if we didn't have that money at all? True. I feel like if the husband already knows she goes to host clubs, then the husband will also know, I mean, he's got to know that she's potentially having affairs, right? I mean, potentially. But she did say she hadn't been in a while. Oh my god. Yagami looks different when you touch that money, boy. Yagami changed. She did something to his spirit. Look at him.
Nice.
She did something to his spirit. He is not playing this shit right now. Don't you start that fucking music. Oh my god. I knew she was gonna do it. I knew. Shit. No one's here. Damn, she is hauling ass. This bitch is running for the D. Is she not? She is hauling ass for the D. Alright, let's see. Oh, that's it. Blonde. I see our definition of blonde is different. Excuse me? A woman? 3 days? It's only been 3 days? You finna pay him 100,000 yen? Okay. Oh shit. He's like that. This man's being cut like that. Aren't we all, honey? Aren't we all? Oh shit. Nani? Oh wait, they be getting out like that over there. Oh shit. Hey yo, he got like he got the words. Ooh. Look, they can't sweet talk my boy Majima though. They can't do that. Oh, okay, maybe they can. I don't think he's that raunchy. I don't know. Ugh. Oh shit. Picture time. Let's get that photo, baby. Oh shit. Damn, I should have. I could have gotten close.
What's up?
Damn, did you see how quick his eyebrows snapped down? He pissed as fuck. We messing with his check. His eyebrows popped down. Ooh, you know what? Yagami could have fucked their shit up if he act like her and him were together. Oh my god, if he did that, oh my gosh. Oh. Look, my boy is only mad because we fucking up his check. Am I gonna have to smack a host? Oh. Oh. I did not think that you thought that your face was the selling point. I did not think that you thought that. But, okay.
Must we?
It looked like somebody else got to you before I did. The fuck? I want to only hit his face. I didn't even want to pick up a bike. I wanted to demolish this man. Look at him caved in like a broken baby doll. I like it. I'm into it.
Hey.
Oh, a service fee. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh shit. Why is he all the way over here? Oh god. Yeah. Wow. Wow. This has been nuts. We're just making our rounds, y'all. We just making our rounds. Bear with me. First, let's Oh. Okay, I be wanting to get food. Okay, hold on. Arigato. Okay, let's go get food. Like, to consume. Maybe there'll be food placed along the way. Yes, there's one straight ahead. Damn. They sure know how to do these places, man. The game is just amazing. Okay. Where is the... Oh. Because I'm blind. Alright. Oh. You know what? Can I get a, that? Oh, what? Noone? Hold on. I ain't gonna lie, we're gonna need... no, it's not that one. Where... where's the one where we can eat? I'm looking for one where we can eat whenever. I can't wait to do these. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna get these and fucking might as well make some mistakes. I don't know why, it just feels good to spend these points. Okay. I couldn't find the one where we can eat regardless, but that's okay. Here we go.
Excuse me.
Here we go. What does our life come to? Shit. Oh, goddamn, I hit the wrong button. Goddamn. I haven't done this in a while.
Wait a sec.
Oh, shit. No. The wave. I mean, the wave. It's right there in my sight. Did I fail it? Oh no. Hey yo. Ooh. This man should just give it up. I don't know what he does, but it's probably time to just give it up.
What? Wait a sec.
I feel like only there would this be okay, because we're chasing somebody's child who's carrying a wig, but it does not matter. It just looks weird to be chasing somebody's kid. Oh my god, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh my god, there's a car right there, you little shit. Oh my god. Oh. Oh my gosh.
Wait a sec. Gotcha.
Give us the wig now.
What?
Bro, how does this man keep changing personas? Once he put the wig on, it's like he's just cool, calm, collected. But when that wig come off, this man breaks his ankles back to back. He's like this big crybaby. It's just, it's nuts. See, personality. So I'm not crazy. It is a personality shift of some sort. Oh my god. I am so lost. This man has on a whole... Oh Lord. Okay. I feel like we've made our rounds. We might as well get this part over with. Let's get to the bottom of this shit. Yes? Do I have a bike? I don't. I'm gonna have to actually fight. Ow. Oh. The man powered up and got laid out. Wow. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Let's get some shit. Okay. Just in case we end up having some fights, I would like to know that we are ready. So, I don't know what the hug bomb is. But I'm just making sure we got plenty of healing shit. And, some Jack Daniels, huh? Alright, let's do it. I am so glad that, like, so, and I think Yakuza 0, you have actual inventory. And imagine my fucking surprise when I bought, like, fucking 7 bits of food and it filled up my inventory. And I was just flabbergasted. I was like, oh, what y'all on? Why would y'all do this? Okay, where is the entrance? Okay. Here we go. Let's see what's going on.
I know you've had a rough night, Yagami. But if you're up to it, can you tell us what happened to Shintani?
Saori-san was having trouble getting in touch with Shintani. So I decided to give him a call myself, see what the deal was. But when I dialed him up, I heard the phone ringing in my closet. Shintani was killed the same way as all the others.
The others? Do you mean his eyes were...
Gouged out, yeah. But Shintani's beef was with the Kyorei clan. Why would the mole target him?
I'm not so sure. It sounded like he knew something when you talked earlier.
Right.
Think this is some kind of Yakuza pissing contest, do ya? Come on! The mole is way bigger than you know.
He probably knew more about the mole than I did. And his source had to have been Hamura. Maybe they killed him to keep their secret safe.
But why did he have to put Shintani-sensei's body in your office?
Not sure. Maybe to harass me? Maybe to scare me off their trail? Maybe both.
Yagami. You might want to lay low for a bit. It's not safe for you here. Get out of town. Go somewhere quiet. If the mole comes after you next...
Right. I'll do just that, Genda-sensei.
You know, I watched over Shintani since his first day as a lawyer. Kid had a good head on his shoulders, and a knack for the job I could never compete with. But he didn't have the guts to succeed when push came to shove. Not the most persistent lawyer I've seen. Even so, You looked up to me. Guess I took it for granted. Thought he'd always be part of the team.
When I first joined, Shintani-sensei was the one who showed me the ropes. He was a reliable man.
Thanks for this, Yagami.
He was an asshole. I don't know what he was in the earlier parts, but the man started hanging around Hamura for... He started hanging around for Hamura just for like, what, no more than like a few months, if even that. And all of a sudden he was acting like he was like Mr. Big Dick around here and act like he didn't even know us. He's like, the mole is bigger than you think. You should lay low. It's like, bro, we tried to warn him. We said literally, as a friend, I want to warn you. And he scoffed at us. So, well deserved. Carry on.
Come on, Sari-kun. I'll walk you to the station.
Sure.
Feel free to stay here tonight, Yagami.
I appreciate it.
What about you, Hoshino-kun?
I think I'll work a little more before I head home.
If you say so. Good night.
Good night, boss. Make yourself at home, Yagami-san. I'll leave you the key. You've been here way longer anyway. You deserve it more than me.
Sure, what's up?
Well, it's about Shintani-sensei. Yagami-san, I know you just told Genda-sensei you're gonna lay low, but that's not true, is it? You want to keep hunting down this killer.
And if I said yes?
Don't worry, I won't tell Genda-sensei. But in return... I want to help you. Look for the mole, that is. I won't slow you down. I promise.
Looking to avenge Shintani, huh?
He wasn't as strong as he let on. The tough guy act was a mask he wore to hide his insecurities. Deep down, he was just weak. That's why he was going along with Hamura, not because he wanted to. I mean, who can say no to a Yakuza? And now look how it turned out. I was sitting right next to him this whole time. Yet there was nothing I could do to help. You know, I'm still young. I don't even know what kind of lawyer I want to be. Criminal? Civil? Not the slightest idea. But I know one thing. I don't want to be the kind of lawyer who sits on his hands after his friend gets murdered. Which means...
Are you sure about this, Hoshino? Genda-sensei told me to lay low. If you're seen helping me...
Don't worry about that. I'll defend myself in court if I need to. Now, Yagami-san, do you mind if I tag along?
You'll just tell Genda-sensei if I refuse, huh?
Yeah, you got that right.
Not much choice then. Welcome aboard.
Glad to be working with you.
Well, let's get down to business. First off, I want to know what Shintani was doing before he died. And I have some evidence that may tell us just that. Shintani dialed this number earlier today. I want to know where it goes.
Right. That makes sense. It's a good thing the killer forgot to take Shintani's phone, huh? This way we can see who he was calling.
The killer didn't forget. Even if the phone was gone, we'd still be able to get Shintani's data from his provider.
Really? I had no idea.
Yep. I bet he left the phone so I'd find the body quicker.
Huh?
I mean, he went through the trouble of hiding it in my office of all places. Probably wanted to cause as much chaos as possible, you know?
Hey! The number got a hit in the search. It's apparently for the, Advanced Drug Development Center?
What the hell?
What, do you know it?
3 years ago, there was a pretty famous murder there. The patient was killed, and their body dumped in the mountains. And the man they arrested for it was named Shinpei Okubo.
Okubo. Wait, he was your client, wasn't he?
He worked as a contract laundryman for the center. Every 2 or 3 days, he'd stop by to pick up their dirty linens. According to the police report, it was thought he carried the body out in a bundle of sheets.
Right. And you defended him in court, and won. But then he got free and...
You can stop there.
But why would Shintani-sensei have called the ADDC? Who would he even talk to?
I bet we'll find out if we give them a ring. But it's getting late. You should go home. We both need some shut-eye, yeah?
Yeah, we can start fresh tomorrow. Where do we want to meet?
Oh, right. We want to keep this a secret from Genda-sensei after all. There's an arcade called Charles up on Park Boulevard. That should work for now.
Okay. I'll let Kaito-san know.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. I'll see you.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
This is Yagami. Bring it on.
I'm sorry, what the fuck did I fell on? Oh my god.
Yagami-san.
Oh. Thunderstrike? Fuck, my inventory's full. Okay. Recovery items. Is this it? I want to think that this is it. Oh shit, get out. Something like that. I don't know what the fuck I was doing. Yo, I like these abilities though. They really did pretty amazing with that. I hope in their next game that they keep this. Oh, I hear that there's supposed to be another Judgment, like a Judgment 3. I cannot wait. I hope that's true. I don't know if it's true or hearsay, but I hope it's true. Yes, that was effective. I like it. Yes. Yes, I will be. Sweet. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Excuse me.
What's wrong with him? Oh. How are we gonna give him a lift again? Like, cause I'm like, do we have a car? Oh, no, not the fish. And they lost me at the fish. Oh, man. Those fish heads are cooking. Apparently that's just a thing. Like, people really do eat that kind of stuff. It's okay, I guess. Shit, to each their own. Oh, no. Dude, is there a box in there? It says fragrant something or another. Bro, what the fuck? This man put the whole kitchen. Is that cat food? Yo, what's this man been putting in this shit?
Huh? Hmm?
How long have these pigs been hanging up, y'all? I don't know if I trust these methods. It did work, though. I don't know. Might have to eat a rotten pig's ass if it means I can beat their ass. Oh, okay. Extract growth. Okay, let's try. Okay.
Excuse me.
Okay. Okay. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Okay. All right, old man. Thank you. But I must go. I must go. I must head to Charles. Now we gotta start making sure we pick up this shit. Cause we're gonna need it. I still don't know what the rubber bands and all that stuff is for. Oh shit.
Out of the way.
Ooh, okay. Oh my god. I'm not a fan of how easy it is to defend, but And then I think I'd be interrupting
Really,
my
guys?
combos somehow. I think. Okay. Do we go here? No. Oh yeah, we definitely go here.
Sugira.
Kaito-san told me you'd be here. Don't forget about me next time, yeah?
I wish you'd fucking forget about me. Is there a reason your little gang needs to keep meeting up here?
It's so nice of you to let us use your store, Higashi-san. Especially when you're clearly so opposed to the idea.
Don't talk down to Yakuza, kid.
It's okay, Higashi-san. I think we all know you're nicer than you let on.
What the hell?
Damn, and you're braver than you look, Hoshino-kun. You got the skills to back it up?
Just a third-degree black belt.
Huh?
Not that I've ever had to use it.
Call this meeting to order?
Sure. I'll do the honors. Masamichi Shintani of the Genda Law Office has been murdered. Given that his eyes were gouged out, it's likely the mole was responsible. And I'll need all of your help to track him down.
The ADDC, huh? Weird time for that to come up again.
Again? It's come up before?
We can talk about that later. What's important now is Shintani called them before he was killed.
I think I remember them being in the news a lot last year. Something about a new drug that could win a Nobel Prize.
Yeah, here it is.
The ADDC's research into AD9 has now been published in one of the world's leading scientific magazines, leading to the gathering of reporters from both Japan and abroad that we have here today.
It's a brand new dementia drug. They call it AD9. This was right after Director Kido from the ADDC published his paper on it. They're still undergoing clinical trials on larger animals, but apparently every single mouse they've given it to has made a full recovery.
Now with
The man giving the presentation here is Dr. Ryusuke Kido, a world leader in neurophysiology and the primary researcher on AD9.
He's the one who showed me around the center when I was looking into Okubo's case. Guess he's been the director for a while now.
From what I can tell, the Ministry of Health is increasing the ADDC's budget to hasten the development of AD9. They're even adding another building to the center. It's a huge project.
Damn good deal they've got.
I'm still not getting it, though. Why Shintani go and call them?
That's what we're about to find out. And there's only one way to do that.
Come on! Can't just take a man's phone.
First off, we'll need to figure out who Shintani was calling.
Yeah, but how are we gonna do that over the phone?
I suppose that all depends on your acting skills, Detective Yagami.
ADDC, front desk speaking.
Hi there, ma'am. This is...
Damn, do you think that they already released the fact that Shintani is dead? This is tricky. But maybe she doesn't. Wait, let me think. See, I could be Yagami a detective, Yagami a lawyer. If I say Yagami a lawyer, she may ask who we're looking to speak to or who to push us through to, in which we don't know because we're trying to figure that out. However, if we say that we're Shintani and she doesn't know that he's dead yet, there is a good chance that she will have some familiarity and maybe she'll push us through to the right people. Let's see.
This is Masamichi Shintani. I'm a lawyer from the Genda Law Office.
No, it's good to hear from you, Shintani-sama.
Could you put me through to the same person I spoke to yesterday?
Do you know the extension you wish to reach?
Oh, it sort of slipped my mind, sorry. Can you maybe look into the transfer history?
Why don't you just tell me what the call was about, and I'll connect you to the proper department.
Oh, in that case...
Oh. Oh. This is tricky. Why would he be there? Why would he have been there? We did just see that this company was in the news. Fuck. This is really tricky. Fuck. Why would we... Let's see. I'm not sure that we would have been... I don't know that we would have been trying to look into the murders of Kamurocho. I don't know that we would try to do that yet. If we were him. And then I don't know if we would be communicating about the dementia drugs. Because that just was in the news recently. And she has familiarity with us, which means that... let me think. I'm gonna try this one.
It was about the Shinpei Okubo incident. A patient of yours was murdered on site 3 years ago.
You're not with the media, are you?
Nope, I'm most certainly a lawyer.
Why don't I connect you with our publicity department? They'll know more about what you're looking for.
Sure.
Please hold, sir.
Doesn't sound like you're making much progress.
Thank you for waiting.
Yes?
It seems our publicity department never received a call from a Shintani-sama.
I see. Thank you anyway. No way this happens over the phone. It'll be faster to just head over there myself.
You think that's gonna work?
Not sure, but I know the director, remember? Worst case scenario, I come back empty-handed.
I'll come with you, Yagami-san.
Okay. Me and Nagashi will go check out what's going on with the Matsugane family. Shouldn't be tough with Hamura out of the picture.
Hey, I don't remember saying I was gonna help you.
By the way, Yagami-san, whatever happened to that guy from 3 years ago? Shinpei Okubo.
He's in the detention center. Been there since they gave him his death sentence.
Have you ever gone to see him, Yagami-san?
No. Why would I? Why do you ask anyway?
I don't know. I was wondering what he was like. The case got tons of news coverage, you know. I was also wondering what you thought about the case. I mean, did you really think that he was innocent?
Probably.
But then he walked. And killed his girlfriend. You defended him for that too, yeah?
Yep.
Did you believe him then too?
He kept saying the same thing. How he could never have killed anyone. But I didn't believe him, no. Fighting for him in court made me sick to my stomach.
Do you think he deserves the death penalty?
That's enough of the questions, Sugiura.
Well, my bad. Was that too far?
Nah.
If you say so.
Yagami-san? You're heading to the ADDC now, yes? I'm gonna grab a taxi for us. I'll wait for you over on Park Boulevard. Over here, Yagami-san.
どちらまで行かれますか？それでは。
I've heard a bit about this place before. But the ADDC, isn't it just one part of a larger organization? If I recall correctly, they call it the Medical Institute. Is that accurate?
Yeah. They own every last inch of this campus.
It's incredible. Even with all these buildings, they're still getting budget to expand from that new drug. So? Is it the same as you remember?
Yeah.
Huh? Don't go too far ahead! Yagami-san!
What are you all shaken up for? Calm down. Just stick with me and you'll be fine. Got that, Yagami?
Yagami-san! Try not to just ditch me, okay? Is something wrong?
It's just... After 3 years, it still looks the same.
Huh?
Almost like time itself has stopped.
Yagami-san.
Come on. Front desk's over there.
Do you have an...
I don't, sorry. My name is Hoshino, from the Genda Law Office. This is my partner, Yagami. We're here to talk about a murder that took place in Kamurocho yesterday.
A murder?
A coworker of ours, named Shintani. He was the victim.
Huh?
We're hoping you can help us track down exactly who he spoke to.
Well, could I at least talk to Director Kido instead? He's an old friend of mine. Just let him know Yagami stopped by, to say hello.
I don't think that'll be necessary. Look over there.
Gentlemen, I really don't know what else you want from me. I have nothing more to say. I've told the police all that I know.
Yeah, I know. Sorry about all this, Director. Problem is, my partner here won't give it a rest till he sees the scene of the crime. But I'm sure we'll be leaving soon.
That's not what we agreed upon. You know this isn't about how long it takes.
And what about Okubo? I take it he's still not fessed up.
No, not quite as of yet, sir. But we all saw where the body was. Exactly where he said it would be.
Quite true. Not much point in fighting this now. The Minister has made it clear that he wants it resolved soon as well. Just look at how much trouble one contractor has caused.
Sorry, which Minister? I didn't know about this, sir.
The Health Minister. It's all his call how much funding we get.
Director, if I may, if you would just direct me to the scene of the crime, I could head over there myself. I'll be out of your hair in no time, I assure you.
I'd rather you didn't wander on your own. So instead, she can show you. Terasawa-kun, these gentlemen here are Shintani-sensei and,
Yagami.
It's a pleasure. I hope I can help you find what you need.
Well, with that, I'll be taking my leave.
Thank you again, Director. Apologies for all the trouble.
This way. I can show you how to get to Waku-san's room.
Who's Waku-san?
The guy who died in his room?
Oh, yeah. And you are... Terasawa-san, huh? Wow, you're young. And a looker to boot.
Can we keep this professional?
Huh?
Nice try, Shintani-sensei.
Not the friendliest girl in town, huh?
We're not exactly welcome guests here.
After I busted my ass to pass the bar, I always figured I'd have my pick of the ladies.
Guys, does that not look like Makomoto? Like, the one that, oh, that's not her? Dude, that's kind of crazy. That looks just like her.
Right this way, please. Straight ahead is the ADDC's general ward. Waku-san's room is on the 4th floor. This was the room assigned to Waku-san.
What's down there?
That's the research wing, where they develop all our new drugs.
Dude, that looks like Makoto. I just can't even shake that.
You can't get in without a gold key card, though. Not even I have one.
Gold, huh?
I suppose because it's the heart of the center's operations.
Huh. Sounds like it's a whole nother world back there. Security like that must be a bitch. Come on, Yagami.
Before he died, Waku-san spent most of his time in here.
And when was he admitted?
2 years ago. With Alzheimer's.
Some kind of dementia, right?
Alzheimer's is a neurodegenerative disease that leads to dementia, yes. In fact, it's the cause of almost 70% of all dementia cases.
So, they're one and the same, kinda? Anyway, do what you gotta do, Yagami.
Uh-huh. Hey. Suspicious. Hey. Has anyone else slept here since Waku-san's death?
No, but
There's a
Waku-san was
cat,
missing
and I'm
from his
looking
room the
for it,
morning
but I
of the
don't know where it
incident, yes?
is.
that's right.
So, here, then carried out.
I can't say for sure, but it's likely.
Suspicious. The window's sealed shut. What the? All the rooms have windows like this, right? Seems like people would notice if something was going on in here.
Well, we only have so many employees in this ward. The halls stay fairly busy, but it's mostly dementia patients moving between appointments.
I see. I wonder how the room looks from the hallway.
You got all you need from here, yeah?
I think so. You can definitely see what's going on from out here. Shintani-sensei, can you lay on the bed for me?
I guess so. Care to join me, Terasawa-san? What do you got to lose? It was a joke.
So from this vantage point, you can't make out the person's face.
So, was this the colossal waste of time I knew it'd be?
Nope. I got something I'd only get from being here.
Does it matter? It's been days. Case is practically closed. Shinpei Okubo is guilty as hell.
Well, according...
Of course that's what he says. Consider the facts though, man. Want to review the case?
Sure. Let's go over what we know so far.
Whatever you want. All right, here we go. Our victim was the patient staying in this room. Koichi Waku, male, age 66. At 8:30 a.m. on the morning of the crime, the nurses noticed he was missing from his bed. Given Waku's degenerative state, they assumed he was wandering around the hospital somewhere. But after being unable to track him down, hospital staff filed a missing persons report.
Right.
You know what a dementia patient's like, though. Hard to imagine they'd make it outside on their own. The only conclusion then was that somebody must have taken him out of the hospital. After inspecting all the cars that came in and out of the we're left with one possible suspect. A laundryman by Okubo. It didn't take much prodding for Okubo to confess. And lo and behold, 3 months after Waku disappeared, the cops found his body rotting away right where Okubo said it'd be. Cause of death was most likely suffocation, but they still don't know for sure. Any objections to this so far, Yagami-sensei?
Actually, yeah. You're forgetting something.
And what's that?
Okubo-kun insists he didn't kill anyone. All he admits to is dumping the body.
Oh, sure. But come on, Yagami. Guy's got a history of assault, and it's on record. Roughed up his girlfriend. Accidentally broke her finger.
Right, but that was over 6 years ago. He was just a kid. Got drunk, made a huge mistake.
And what? It's okay for a kid to hit a woman?
Of course not. But that's not what he's on trial for.
True.
I don't condone what he did. But legally, committing one crime doesn't mean you're guilty of another.
Fine. But what about Okubo's shaky alibi? He said he left the center at 10 a.m. after grabbing the sheets from the general ward. Claimed Waku-san's corpse somehow got loaded into his truck. Who's gonna...
If anyone should, it's his lawyers.
We're meeting with Okubo after this, right? You should just be honest with him. Tell him the case is unwinnable.
Are you two done here?
Can you show us the garage next? The one where Okubo-kun parked his truck. Service entrance, I think it was. That's the only other place we'll need to see today.
Follow me.
I'm ready to go. Hey, if you keep taking cases like this, criminal suits are a constant test of your conviction. Your sense of justice.
Careful who you say that around.
Look, just chill out, okay? Take it from me. I've been around the block way longer than you have. Looks like a regular old garage to me.
Truck down here.
Hey, Yagami, check this out. These are the carts they use to collect sheets and linens. Day of the crime, Okubo was all over the hospital with one of these things. It would have been simple for him to sneak a body in there and cart it right out.
Maybe so. Where was Okubo parked on the day of the incident?
Oh, The truck was parked here, with the back facing the... Here's a recreation of it.
I see.
DNA evidence from the victim was found in the flatbed of the truck. That's proof enough that the body was there. Oh, he flat out admitted it.
There was evidence that the body was in Okubo's truck. When was Waku-san last seen?
Just before 8 a.m. on the day of the crime.
Yeah, 7:50 to be precise. An ADDC scientist will be testifying to that. He claims he saw him nice and cozy in his bed.
I see. Can we talk to this witness?
I tried to get an appointment, but they shut me down. Said they don't want us interfering with their research anymore.
They're not willing to make an exception this once?
This isn't an issue you want to push, Yagami. Worst case scenario, you get charged with witness intimidation.
All right. Anyway, the victim was last seen at 7:50.
That's right. Breakfast is at 8 o'clock, so the patients who can walk on their own gather in the break room. But on the day of his disappearance, 8:30 came and went with no sign of Waku-san.
You thought you'd find him quickly. Didn't exactly turn out that way.
Right.
Got that, Yagami? Here, let's go over some more details. What we know is, Waku was taken out of his room sometime between 7:50 when he was last seen, and 8:30 when everyone noticed he was gone. During that 40-minute span, somebody suffocated Waku and stuffed him into the laundry bin. Nobody suspected there was a body in the cart. And the only clear culprit was Okubo, the man in charge of the laundry. To further back this up, DNA evidence from Waku was found in Okubo's truck. And when the police questioned Okubo, he confessed to burying the body in the mountains of Okutama. 3 months after the crime, Waku's corpse was finally found. With me? This thing's airtight, Yagami. I know you're getting into this, but come on. Just give it up already. You don't have a chance.
Even though Okubo says he's innocent, I promised him we'd do everything we could.
Not my problem. You shouldn't make promises you can't keep.
Fine, then I'll do it alone. You don't have to be involved.
Even if I'm not, the loss will hurt Genda-sensei's reputation.
I'm sorry, but our client says he's innocent. I can't back down from this.
Fine. I'll be in the lobby.
That's what I mean, man. This man has always been kind of a sleazebag. Like, I get it, he's dead now, but...
if you like, I could take you to see Waku-san's room again.
He's like the worst lawyer
You
to
don't mind?
have.
That would be great.
Always taking the easier route. How could they look up to him like that?
Waku-san...
Are you finished?
Not yet. Just a little longer. The window's sealed shut. There's no way Waku-san could have escaped through here. I wonder how well you can see in here from the hallway. Yeah, I've seen what I need.
How long will Okubo-san's sentence be?
Huh?
If he's found guilty, that is.
Probably 10 years, maybe more. It's hard to say for sure.
And what if he confesses? Would they shorten his sentence?
Well, at the very least, it'd make a better impression than insisting he didn't do it.
But you're still going to push an innocent plea? Even though Okubo-san is the one who'll suffer for it?
If he's really not guilty, he won't have to. I'll win. But to be perfectly honest, this is my first criminal case.
What?
Civil cases have been a mixed bag for me, too. I've actually lost more than I've won.
Is that so?
Apparently, a smart lawyer would never even consider an innocent plea in this case. Guess it's a good thing that I'm not so smart then, because I honestly believe I can win. Terasawa-san, were you close to Okubo-kun?
I spoke to him pretty often, yes. I would see him around the ward all the time.
And what did you think of him? Did he seem like the kind of guy who'd do something like this?
I'm sorry. The director told us not to say too much.
Wait! If you know anything that can help, just get in touch, okay? I'll do whatever it takes to set Okubo-kun free. Just give it some thought, Terasawa-san. Just now, we went to the ADDC. Thought I should have a look at things with my own eyes.
And? How did it go?
There's no chance you walk. You're practically a lost cause.
Hey!
Yagami-sensei, is that what you think?
It's like this, Okubo. You tell me you're innocent, and I'll fight to the end. I really have nothing to lose by helping you out.
It's just like I told you. Whoever did it is framing me.
On the day of the crime, you were in the general ward of the ADDC, yes? Starting at 8 a.m., you went around to each room and gathered the linens.
Yes. Nobody would dispute that.
And after that, you covered Waku, suffocated him, and then carted him out in a laundry bin.
That's not true. Waku-san wasn't there when I went into his room. I didn't see him at all that day. You have to believe me.
And I do. So when you went down to leave the center at 10 a.m. after gathering the linens, you realized there was a body hidden in the truck.
Yes. That's what happened.
Then, after debating whether or not to report the body, you chose to hide it in the mountains.
I had a criminal assault on my record. I knew the police would have suspected me if I went to them.
Aren't you forgetting the bad blood you had with Waku-san?
Huh? Bad blood? What are you talking about?
3 days before the murder, Waku-san claimed Okubo-kun here punched him and stole his wallet. They told me all about it at the center.
When did you even ask?
While you were busy chatting up Terasawa-chan. Even if I bitch about it, I'm still damn good at my job.
Well, Okubo-kun, did you take his wallet, or...?
Not quite. They call it delusion of theft. It's a symptom of dementia. You think something's been stolen from you, then blame the first person you see. Not the easiest thing to deal with, right? Someone accuses you of theft for no reason? Must have been a shock. So when Waku-san tried to...
Actually, I could shed some light on this, as I worked on the 3rd floor of a nursing facility in the Alzheimer's unit. And this is true, but it's kind of deceptive the way it's being described right now. It's not quite delusion of theft. It's more like you forgot where you placed something and you just remember the last person that you remember seeing around the area, or the first person that you naturally would assume did it. See, for example, if you have an old man who normally places his wallet on the bedside table every night, but let's say on one night he had a bit too much to drink, he gets up abnormally, goes to the bathroom, he brings his wallet with him, because as a man, probably from an older generation, you bring your wallet everywhere. You get up out the bed, you put your, you bring your glasses, your wallet, things like that, and you take it to the bathroom with you, and then you use the bathroom. Especially if you're a coffee drinker or a tea drinker, you may have to go abnormally, And so, let's say you went back to your bedroom. You're in your nights when you went to the bathroom. You had nowhere to put your wallet. It was in your hand. So you put the wallet on the sink, and you put your glasses on before you left your room. And when you come back to the bedroom, you get in the bed, all is well. The next morning you get up, your wallet's not on the bedside table. And so you look all around your room. You wouldn't fathom that it would be in the bathroom, because why would it be? Why would it even be out? See, that's where it gets confusing. So as you shuffle through your room and it's not there, you start to think about the last people you saw, or the first person you feel could have done it. Let's just say a person you trust walks in. You're not going to assume them. You're going to assume a person you don't trust or don't know as frequently or know as much, and that's who they're going to make the assumption about. Sometimes it's just a bias. It could be that the old man, frankly, doesn't trust the younger person. So he looked at him, and he looks like some young punk that's working at this place, and it was easier to derive that opinion of him. So that's more or less what it is like. And a lot of the times it's misplacement. And confusion. A lot of the times. It's not really like a complete, this. It's not normally a disorder all to itself. It's a lead up to it, if that makes any sense. So I thought I'd shed some light on that. Nobody asked, but, there's that.
Hit you. You just about hit him back.
But I didn't hit him.
No. You murdered him.
I wouldn't kill a man over something like that.
I wish I could believe you, pal. Come on, Okubo-kun. You got a record of violence.
It wasn't me. I swear. Somebody set me up. Please, you have to believe me. Whoever did this is laughing at all of us right now.
Calm down.
Yagami-sensei, do you believe me?
I do.
Okay. Then next time, come alone.
Fine. I can take a hint. You and Yagami-sensei can cuddle up all you want.
Hey, you know that nurse, Terasawa-san? Cute girl. Sounded like she was worried about you. Bet you'd have a chance with her once you get out of here.
I don't know. If you'll excuse me.
So Shintani just left you hanging, huh?
Now, I can handle.
Yagami-san.
Hmm?
Have you seen Mafia lately?
Where's this coming from?
She's just not that great with men. I suggest you be more assertive.
Right. Okay.
You mean that friend of yours, Saori-kun? She's got Shintani all riled up. Said he'd have been nicer to you if he knew you had friends who looked like her. Jackass.
Hey, nothing's official yet, guys. Regardless, keep it on the down low, okay?
Yet? That word says more than you think. I'll keep my lips sealed.
Mafia-kun's a prosecutor, right? Isn't it kind of taboo for her to date a defense attorney?
Can we not do this?
Either way, guess the Okubo case comes first. We're pleading innocent, yeah?
That's the plan.
What is your plan here? This isn't gonna be an easy win.
Well, I'm working on that. There's one piece of evidence that still bothers me.
Yeah? And what's that?
Take a look at this. It's the hospital room the victim was staying in. This is the last place Waku-san was seen before he disappeared. The witness would have seen Waku-san from this angle through the window in the door, but the cabinet here would have been blocking his face.
Uh-huh.
In other words, there's room to argue that the witness never actually saw Waku-san to begin with. It might have just looked like there was somebody in there. Or maybe the killer set it up to look that way.
And how would that impact the trial?
Well, the premise that the victim was still alive at 8 o'clock would no longer be on the table. Meaning, the crime occurred during a much wider time range. With that in mind, we could claim...
Right. Not bad.
What the hell's your problem?
Was that Shintani?
I think so.
Get back here!
That bastard. Oh, was eavesdropping on you.
What the hell?
I tried to stop him, but he pulled a stun gun on me.
Hey! Wait up!
Oh, that's definitely a woman.
You won't get away! Hold up! You won't get away!
A woman?
Help! Someone help me!
Aren't you Terasawa-san?
Let me go!
We got a groper out here? Scum of the earth! Not on my watch, you son of a bitch!
Can all lawyers fight like that?
Did you really need to run away like that? I assume you came to see me.
There was something I should. Then the of yours started shouting, so I just lost it.
Okay, but did you have to take... Not that he didn't have it coming. Anyway, I'm listening if you want to talk. No matter what it is, I'll keep your secret. Anything you tell me will fall under client attorney privilege.
Well, you know the witness who last saw Waku-san? Said he saw him sleeping in his bed.
Uh-huh.
Well, that witness is a man by the name of Shono-san. He's one of the scientists at the ADDC. Not only that, but he's the director's right-hand man, too.
And this is him?
Yes. He's a very dedicated doctor, so the nurses have a lot of faith in him. But something felt off when I heard what he had to say about the incident.
And what's that?
I guess I'm just skeptical as to whether or not he actually saw Waku-san. I don't think he's intentionally deceiving us, but he may be mistaken somehow. And if I had to guess, I'd say the other nurses feel the same.
Still, why hasn't anyone mentioned this until now?
How could we? Nurses talking about a doctor behind his back? That's not something a nurse could do without consequences. And if it came to a courtroom testimony...
None of you would testify?
Maybe the other nurses wouldn't, but I would. I never really fit in over there anyway. Besides...
Yeah?
I think Okubo-san is innocent.
Oh, really? Sounds like I've finally got an ally on my team.
I'm currently employed as a researcher at the Advanced Drug Development Center. Part of our research consists of clinical tests we perform on patients in the general ward of the center. On the day of the crime, I was making my usual rounds through the ward.
And what time was that?
Around 7:50?
You're sure?
Yes. The patients eat breakfast at precisely 8 o'clock. I always head to the break room myself, right around then, too.
This break room, to be precise?
That's correct. Our more mobile patients walk there for breakfast, instead of eating in their own rooms. Then, while the nurses help the patients eat, I ask about how they feel and how the medicine is treating them.
And on the day of Waku-san's disappearance, you passed by his room before going to the break room?
Yes.
And in that room, you saw Waku-san lying on the bed?
Yes.
Can you describe the situation to us as you remember it?
The door has a window, so you can see into the room from the hallway.
And this is the room you're referring to, yes?
That's correct. From where I was standing in the hallway, I could see Waku-san lying in bed. He was asleep, with a blanket covering most of his body.
And what time was that?
Around 7:50.
No further questions.
Yagami-sensei, why did you call her to the stand?
She actually asked to testify. Is that a problem?
Not really, no.
Terasawa-san, you were present for Shono-san's testimony just now, yes?
Yes.
And what is your opinion on that testimony?
For a scientist, I felt his wording was rather imprecise. And as a medical professional, I felt his actions were negligent.
Could I ask you to be a little more specific?
Our witness, Shono-san, claims he saw Waku-san sleeping in his bed during his morning rounds. However, there's no way he could have known that just by looking in from the hallway.
I have evidence supporting Terasawa-san's testimony. Please look at this. It's a photograph of the victim's room as viewed from the hallway. In other words, this is what Shono-san would have seen when he checked in on Waku-san.
We gotta be careful what the fuck we choose here. That's why I'm like thinking hard. Okay, so if I'm walking y'all through my thought process here, they're wondering what we could derive from the information that was given. We can't know that the victim was already dead because we don't know the time of death. We know the time of death only if we consider that the guy saw the person in there. We can't say the culprit is Shono, who claims to be a witness without evidence, because that's false accusations. We have no evidence to really back that up, because if we can say that he is the culprit who claims to be a witness, we got to have something, some sort of meat behind that. If we say that his testimony was a lie, again, that's too on the nose, because he very well, the photo evidence does show that you could be misled. He could have seen a person's body in that room and assumed it was the person. Like the woman said, he was negligent, meaning, and with me having prior work, medical experience, you should be walking in the room, not just standing outside of it and making an assumption. And because he did not walk in the room, the only thing we could kind of derive is maybe the culprit was hiding in the hospital room. And there's a lot of blind spots. So if they let me use my brain like this, I'm gonna go with that top one, because all the other things require solid fucking evidence, and we can make ourselves look like a jackass if we can't prove that he was lying, we can't prove the guy was already dead, and we can't prove that he is the culprit. Then the only other logical explanation would be that somebody else was in the room at the time that he thought he may have seen the patient. That's the only logical
The murderer was
explanation.
already hiding in the room.
What are you implying?
He then killed Waku-san after Shono-san left. After that, he used a laundry cart to carry the body down to Okubo-san's truck in the garage.
But there was only one person seen taking a laundry cart from Waku-san's room. And that's Okubo-san himself. Are you saying he really is the culprit?
Huh?
Please. You know this is a court of law, don't you?
What? Okay, let me think.
Sorry, let me start over.
Okay.
Our witness,
okay.
Shono-san, claims he
Claims
saw
he saw
Waku-san
Waku-san
sleeping in his bed
sleeping
during
in
his
his
morning
bed during
rounds.
his morning
However, I'm not convinced that's actually what happened.
Okay. Shono shouldn't have been able to see Waku. I have evidence to prove that. See, that's where it's really... Okay, we know that it's the hospital room thing.
Please look at this.
So then, okay, if it wasn't
It's a
the answer
photograph
I
of the victim's
gave...
room as viewed from the hallway. In other words, this is what Shono-san would have seen when he checked in on Waku-san.
Huh. See, oh my god, and I gotta try not to incriminate our guy. Like, okay, if I say that the victim was already dead, wouldn't that incriminate our guy? Because you're like, oh, well, if he was already dead, then your guy could have easily just threw him in the basket and, wait a minute. Yeah, could have... Wait, could he have been already dead? Hold on, let me... Fuck! Okay, let me think. Hold on. Let me think. You couldn't really see him in there. You couldn't really see him in there. Dare I say he was lying?
Shono-san was lying when he said he saw Waku-san in the bed.
Excuse me?
What he saw from the door was likely nothing more than a bulge of sheets. He couldn't have been able to identify it specifically as Wakusan. So to claim as much in his testimony seems like quite an exaggeration, don't you think?
But common sense would dictate otherwise, would it not? Who would be in the bed other than Wakusan?
Okay, I see what's going on here. Okay, the reason why... Okay, so I guess then to explain why that would have been the answer, that he was a lie, is because our whole point is to make doubt. Our whole point is to basically be like, well, if he couldn't see the guy's face, how does he know that he was actually in there? For him, maybe it just looks like a bulge of sheets. And with him not being able to walk in there, he also can't, they also can't place that guy in the laundry bin or dead at that time. Therefore, if you can't place that, then you can't place our guy. If the condom doesn't fit, something like that. I'm sure that's how it went. Isn't that how it went? Was it a condom or a glove? Same difference, problem solved. I win.
Nurses are trained to always enter a room when checking in on a patient. In Wakusan's case, it's impossible to tell anything just by looking in from the hallway. There was actually one time a while back where we thought...
Is it if the condom doesn't fit, she didn't say quit? No. Is it... Fuck, I don't know. Okay, I can't remember.
He was under the covers.
Yes, I was thinking that whole time.
In the break room a second later.
I was thinking that whole time.
The room, we realized that we had mistaken a bunched up pillow for Wakusan.
Remember.
The witness makes an important distinction. The prosecution asserts that Shono-san's testimony is clear, that the victim was taken out of his room at some point between 7:50 and 8:30 in the morning. They claim that because of this time frame, the defendant must have smuggled Wakusan's body out in his laundry bin. But if Shono-san's testimony is invalid, as the defense asserts, we have to consider the possibility that Wakusan was taken in the middle of the night when nobody else was around. After which, the killer could have waited until the morning to plant the body in the defendant's truck. In other words, the defense establishes that there is reasonable doubt that Okubo-san is the killer, rendering the prosecution's central argument unsound. Your Honor, taking this new testimony into account, I'd like to call Shono-san back to the stand for cross-examination. Shono-san.
Yes?
I'll get right to the point. On the day of the crime, what did you see when you looked into Wakusan's room?
I saw Wakusan asleep in his bed, I think.
And did you get a clear look at his face?
I don't remember.
So it's possible that it could have been someone other than Wakusan in that bed. Or maybe even a pillow that you mistook to be Wakusan's body. Isn't that right?
Objection! The defense is leading the witness.
Sustained. Please rephrase the question.
Shono-san, can you say without a doubt that Wakusan was in that bed when you checked on him?
I don't think I can, no.
Then the defense rests. But I do have a quick remark for the prosecution.
Huh?
The charges against my client stem from your assertion that he's the only possible suspect, assuming the crime took place within the stated time frame. However, the defense has proven without a doubt that Shono-san's testimony is unreliable, establishing reasonable doubt for my client. That you withdraw the charges against my client. With such inconclusive evidence, be wasting the court's precious time.
The prosecution does not consider the witness's testimony inconclusive. His memory of the incident may be fuzzy, yes, but that doesn't change that he saw the victim.
So, your whole case is based on a fuzzy memory? This promising young man's future is at stake, and you're willing to throw that away on unreliable testimony?
Dr. Shono is a bright and diligent researcher. After watching his own grandmother develop dementia, he vowed to create a drug that could cure the disease. After paying his own way through medical school, he went on to become the head researcher at the ADDC. Day after day, Dr. Shono visits his sick patients out of the kindness of his heart, leading to his valiant testimony here today. If you want to know whether I trust this man, then my answer is a resounding yes.
In other words, because he's such a great researcher, his testimony is infallible. His own admission that he's not sure is somehow overlooked? Is that the sum of it? Because from here, it sounds like you're putting your faith in Shono-san's title, not his testimony today.
The prosecution is not as easily swayed as you think. And you want to talk reputation? What of your client's history of domestic abuse? 6 years ago, the defendant broke his girlfriend's finger. The poor girl is still suffering from the effects. And the cause? A minor, drunken disagreement. Now, fast forward to what occurred a few days prior to the crime. Waku-san, suspecting the defendant of stealing his wallet, lashed out and punched the defendant in the face. Given the clearly violent nature of Okubo-san here, that alone would be motivation enough to murder the poor old...
Is something wrong, ma'am? Please remain seated while court is in session. Terasawa-san?
Okubo-san is not a violent person. And he hasn't even had a drink in over 6 years. Not a single drop since the incident.
My court will not stand for this commotion.
He didn't blame Waku-san at all. He knew that the outburst was just caused by his dementia. That it was all the sickness's fault. So there was no reason for him to resort to murder.
Terasawa-san, please.
Okubo-san really is an incredible, caring person.
Please leave this courtroom at once.
You're right that he may be hard to approach, but he's a kind soul, and he always keeps his promises. Okubo-san's not the only person in this courtroom who would be affected by a guilty verdict, either. As a matter of fact, it would break my heart. And even through it all, he wanted me to keep this a secret, not to tell anyone, not even his lawyer, that we were dating. Even though he knew he could have ended up in prison, making sure I was safe was the only thing in the world he cared about. That's just who he is! But when the prosecution is already criminal, how could he possibly be given a fair trial?
Her little outburst wasn't technically admissible, but as the trial dragged on, it hung over the jury like a stone. And in the end, Shinpei Okubo was found not guilty. But only a month after his release, everything changed. The same girl who had so bravely died by the man's own hand. Hi.
Something wrong?
Wow. Might I add, this game is breathtaking. The way that we just went back in the past, and we went through all that, and it brought us back up into this moment, and how, for a moment, I almost completely forgot that we're still investigating Hamura and all of them. Like, it did so good at pulling us into that moment. And now it's like, I want to know where this guy is now. Because I'm trying to see, I'm like, look, if we never did figure out who actually did do the first thing, and he said he was being framed, how do we know he's not being framed for the next thing? Is that not a fair conclusion? Ooh, this game is amazing. I love this game. RGG got my utmost respect. Like, ever since I started playing the Yakuza games and things from RGG, like, I honestly, at first I wasn't playing anything else, and then sadly I had beat Infinite Wealth, Gaiden, and Pirates, and I was getting sad because I knew I had just beat the more recent ones, and I really wasn't ready for the journey to end, which is why I ended up restarting them. And I was like, God, man, I really, 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 really hope they come out with something next year. I will be the first in line to get it. I was sad that I didn't get a chance to pre-order Pirates, because when it first came out, I didn't even know who Majima was. I didn't even know who he was. And in that amount of time, when I knew it was coming out, I decided I would play some of these games and try to figure out who all these people is. I didn't know who Kiryu was, you know. I didn't know any of that. So I started playing these games, and all of a sudden I just started, like, I was in love with these characters. Like, they're built so well, and there's so much depth. And at first, I didn't have no respect for Nishiki. I was like, oh my God, he's a trip. If you look at the older games, it doesn't do a good job at explaining Nishiki's character. It really isn't until you play, I think, Yakuza 0 that it really starts to hit home, and you realize just how broken down he had gotten, how he broke, he snapped, and it wasn't really about strength or weakness. It was so much more than that, about him trying to play everything by the book. He was doing his version of climbing a corporate ladder, you know, not realizing that, like, there's people that could just use money to pay their way straight through. There's people who could use power and connections to just scale their way through. But no matter what it is, you got to have control over your men and your turf. You can't just, you can't nice guy everything. And it's just, oh my God, so much depth to these characters, man. I'm tripping. And then with this, look, I remember when I started this stream just now, I was like, okay, I'll probably play about an hour, and then I'll move on to the next. I'll move on to Lost Judgment, try to get in a little bit of time there. It has been 3 hours, y'all. 3 hours and almost 30 minutes. And it's like the game just keeps you captivated. It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts, and I ain't mad at it. All right, let me shut the fuck up and so y'all can get back into this.
No, it's nothing, Vice Minister.
But I haven't seen you in about 3 years, Kido-san. I see you're still the director.
You look familiar, but I can't quite place the name. I seem to recall you looking sharper.
I'm a detective based in Kamurocho now. The name's Yagami.
Ah, I remember now. You're the reason Terasawa-kun's no longer with us. Remember, Shono?
Okubo-san was unstoppable. If only my testimony had been better.
Shono-san, right?
Does it matter? What brings you here anyway?
I'm investigating a murder, and I'll need your cooperation with it. Just like old times.
Yes, I see. Yes. Thank you. It does seem we received a phone call from this Shintani-san you speak of.
Do you know who he was calling?
Dr. Shono.
The same Shono-san you were just with?
Yes. However, it's unclear as to what the point of the call was meant to be. Shono was away from his desk at the time, you see, and Shintani-san didn't leave a message.
You have no idea what he wanted to talk about?
None. Shono says he doesn't know a Shintani-san, and sees no reason why he would be calling.
Oh, really?
Shono and I co-authored the research paper on AD9. We're quite well known, as it turns out. Sometimes, complete strangers pretend to be close friends or relatives in order to contact us. Perhaps Shintani-san fell into that category.
Have you heard of the mole murders taking place in Kamurocho, Dr. Kido? 3 Yakuza, each one with their eyes gouged out. It's a grisly business. Shintani was killed in the same way.
I've seen the news.
Can you think of anything tying the ADDC to those murders?
Huh? Look, just what are you implying? Look, I believe we're done here. There's nothing I can help you with.
Please stop! You can't!
Who are you?
Detective Kuroiwa, Kamuro Police, Organized Crime. One of your guests here has information related to the case I'm currently investigating. That would be you, Yagami.
Hmm?
I'd like to speak to you as a material witness to the murder of the lawyer Masamichi Shintani.
Oh my god. Guys, I think we might have been set up. Hold on 1 second. So guys, oh my, we just went through all that. It's so definitely trying to set us up, and I felt that too because he was found in our office, and we're already in hot water. So my goodness, how is this going to play out? All right, so this is a good spot to end this. Normally, what I do is I end this here, and then I save, so that the next time we load up, we'll load up on at the start of a new chapter, and it'll give us a little previously type deal. So like a little, what do they call it? Overcap? I don't fucking know. So thanks for hanging out. It is fun. I hope to see you guys some other time. Please enjoy. Bye.